The melody.
Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star, right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, Under the Lights.
Yeah. Welcome back to Under the Lights. We are your host. I'm Big Mike, and that's my guy, Jordan. What's up, boy?
I'm all over the place right now. But it is what it is.
Well, listen, man. Listen. Sometimes it be like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes it be like that. You understand? You good now? You good to go? You got your everything going good with you and shit, man. What's up, man? You know what I mean? Before we get started, for the view, I'm feeling good today. For the viewers right now, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button so y'all can be up to date with all things Under the Lights. Anytime we drop something, you will know and you will be notified about it. You understand me? Woo! What's up, Jordan? How you doing, man? What's up, man? What's going on with you, dog?
I mean, I'm feeling okay a bit, but this morning I got an email to work and all that out here in Australia now.
Yeah.
And we've been filling out about 6-7, papers that had to be filled out. And kind of made maybe late for the show today.
Yeah, it made us late for the show, for sure. But you got to handle some business and things like that. So that's the reason why we were late coming on to the show by about 9-10 freaking minutes. Well, no, about 11 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? That's okay though. Hopefully it doesn't happen the fuck again. You feel me? But did you get everything situated?
No, not yet. Not all. She's gonna take her laptop. And do the rest at work for me, and then send it through. So I'm on my phone right now.
So after that, you know what? Sometimes I feel like your phone is better. It's clear. I can hear you and all that. You feel what I'm saying? So whatever the fuck you be on, you know what I'm saying? Change that shit because you ain't did this yet. You ain't did that yet. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, you should be good. I recommend you just use your phone. Use your phone.
Am I on my
whatever you on, don't change shit. Don't change nothing, whatever you are on. Don't try to do no extra shit. All right? That's where it needs to stay at. You know what I mean? I'm feeling good. You know what I mean? Because
why are you feeling so good? What happened? Yesterday I know you was treating your woman. What's next?
You gotta do that. You gotta do that. You feel me? But I just seen the news. Okay?
Which news?
My Philadelphia Eagles. We just signed back Zach Bond for 3 years. Our middle linebacker, the bald eagle, number 53, the all-pro middle linebacker, Zach Bond. You feel me? Okay. Who nobody knew. You know what I'm saying? He was in New Orleans on special teams and playing edge. You feel what I'm saying? He came to Philly. Vic Fangio got him together. First year here, all pro. You understand? And interception in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl that we won. You feel what I'm saying? And listen, he's gonna be with us for the next 3 years. You know what I mean? And also Saquon, they extended Saquon. You feel what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you know what? I just think that's where we should start. We should start with my Philadelphia Eagles extending Saquon Barkley to a 2-year, $41 million deal with $36 million guaranteed. You understand? Jordan, what this does is make Saquon Barkley the highest paid running back in the NFL history, and damn it, it's well deserved. I dare anybody to try to go against it. You understand me? Jordan, of course, I'm going to answer this first, but should this be the new standard for running backs? Jordan, this should not be the new standard for just any running back. You understand? But if you are Saquon Barkley, you understand me? You should be getting this type of praise, this type of adulation. You should be getting shown this type of appreciation. In your first year, you come to Philadelphia and you rush for over 2,000 and you unselfish. You feel what I'm saying? And on top of that, I heard it was plenty times they had Saquon mic'd up. When we moving the ball downfield and we go first down at the 2-yard line, we get nothing. We might get a yard. We go second down, we get nothing. Saquon is mic'd up throughout the season saying, yo, come on, let's push. Let's go, come on. Or run it. If we don't get it, hey, run it again. That's unselfish. He could have broke the record. Eric Dickerson, hey, we want you to sit it out. It's whatever, we want you to sit it out, whatever you want to do. Cool. Unselfish. He's in a winning situation, and he deserves to be paid like he is. But if you're not like Saquon, no, you don't deserve to get this type of money. Derrick Henry should have been and got this type of money. What are we talking about? He is so the Baltimore Ravens need to look at this and say, you know what? Even though I know Derrick Henry's he's 30 in his 30s or whatever the case may be. But dog, are you telling me you only want Derrick Henry for one more year?
No, we're trying to extend him. We're trying to extend him for another 2.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I ain't saying he got to be 2 year, $70 million, but pay that man. And when Jahmyr Gibbs is up for contract, don't run a man in the ground like they do all the running backs. They want to they make them do their 4 years. Oh, we're gonna pick up the 5th year option. Oh, franchise tag. Oh, another franchise tag. 7 years. You run the man into the damn ground. Everybody ain't built like Derrick Henry. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody's not that big physical specimen. You know what I'm saying? Who can be doing what he's doing and manhandling grown men. You feel me? For 10 years and counting. He's going to look the same again next year, whether he has 1,900 yards or not, but he's still going to look the same. He ain't about to take no dip off. So if you're a running back like Saquon, Derrick Henry, and even when Jahmyr Gibbs is up, you know what I mean, guys like Christian McCaffrey and any other special talents, they got old boy coming in the draft, Ashton Genty, you know what I mean, the one that was up for out of Boise State, you know what I mean? If he's really special like that, after his 4th year, bro, because he's going high in the draft. Some people are saying he's going to the Cowboys, whatever. But wherever he goes, it's going to be in the first round, the better part of the first half of the first round. You know what I mean? And after his 4 years is up, if he's showing you that he's dynamic in the NFL, don't franchise tag him. Don't pick up no 5th year option. Don't franchise tag him twice, because when you do that, that's 3 years you could have paid the man. That's 3 years you could have went ahead and paid the man. You feel what I'm saying? And made sure he was good for his family. You're gonna want, like I said, you're gonna want him on 4th and 1 to go through that hole and lower that shoulder. And the goal line against them dudes that's 350 pounds and 275 pounds, 250 running full speed. You're gonna want him to do that or make somebody miss. So yes, if you are a special talent, if you're a special talent like Saquon or Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs, guys that's dual threats like that, yes, they need to be paid, and they don't need to be looked at like they just throw the scraps out to them, bro. Like they dogs waiting at the end of the night for a restaurant. You just throw the scraps to them. Nah, bro. Ain't no way Derrick Henry should be getting paid that weak ass salary. There's no way. You feel me? So I hope Baltimore does extend him, you know what I mean, and pay him that money, because he's got a lot less time than more time. So that's where I'm at with that.
Yeah, you said it all, man. Ain't nothing for me to say, man. That's all you, man. Philadelphia, you do your thing. You on your high horse. You know what I mean?
You can still answer shit. You can give your little 2 cents.
There's not. Yeah, I agree. I mean, not everyone should get that. I mean, if you. It's just, I think it should be the same as in if you're in any other sport, or if you're one of the top dogs or whatever the case may be. If you've proven that, like say you're in your rookie contract, you're doing well, you're hitting 1,500 yards as a running back, or 1,200, 1,300 yards as a running back, and you deserve to get paid. It's very simple.
This is why. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can say what you're saying, but you can say what you're saying.
This is why, like how things get done, how things have been getting done in the NFL, like with running backs, whatever, right? Or just contracts, period. This is why people call the NFL a slave league, bro. I don't know if you ever heard that term, but they call it a slave league, because it's like, you're going to hold me. I'm in prison for 7 years, okay? Like, you got guys like Derrick Henry, you know what I'm saying? What if they were to say, because they were going to they franchise tagged him at first, but then they gave him a deal when he was in Tennessee, but then they gave him a deal, because it was going to be cheaper on their end. Not because they said, you know what, we respect you. We respect you, Derek, for carrying this sorry-ass organization, for giving us 2,000 yards and shit like that, and 1,500 and all of these yards or whatever. Not because of that, but because it was going to save them cap space, or whatever the case may be. So I don't think that was from the heart, as is this shit right here for Saquon, because Saquon had already signed a 3-year deal with us. The first year was this one. So he's going to be with us for another 4 years. You feel what I'm saying? That's from the heart, because he earned it. Tennessee, I don't think that's what Tennessee was doing. You feel what I'm saying? So just imagine if they said, you know what, 4 years, and then boom, 5th year, we're going to pick up that option. And then your first, we're going to franchise tag you for your year 6 and franchise tag you for year 7. What type of shit is that? You already know what he can do. Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? But this is why people call the NFL the slave league, dog, because of the contract situation. Remember, I was like, they should use, first of all, NFL should be getting paid the most money. I mean, at least, you know what I mean? Like some of the most money, because this is a gladiator sport. It's a gladiator sport.
In terms of all sports, or are you talking about, what do you mean?
What I'm saying is this is a gladiator sport. And for somebody to be out here, you got guys out here making $300-400 million, like in like basketball and baseball. Maybe it's, it's more fans and whatever the case may be. That's cool. But I'm just saying, in general, you know what I mean? This sport should be paying more money. But at the end of the day, it should also be like the NBA, where they say you got max player and super max player. We all know Saquon and Derrick Henry. Those niggas are super max. So the money should be, this type of money, you know what I mean, should be where it's at for those type of players. You know what I'm saying? Because why would you have the old shit, what niggas been doing, you know what I'm saying, for the running back position on a player like Saquon Barkley or Derrick Henry or Christian McCaffrey? Why would you want them even making that type of cheap ass money for a running back you're going to have carry the ball 300 times? You feel what I'm saying? So I'm glad this got done, and hopefully the NFL can say, you know what? If they're special like that, we going to pay them. But if you pay them accordingly, That's all I'm saying. So I'm happy. I'm happy as fuck.
Yeah. I mean, now I think obviously that he got paid, even though that Derrick Henry did say that he wants to retire a Raven.
Yeah.
And they want him to retire a Raven.
Mm-hmm.
But now that Saquon did, ink that deal, now it does put a bit of pressure on what's going to happen with Derrick Henry now. You know what I'm saying? I think it's similar to what the quarterbacks is going on. Like when you have those type of caliber players, when somebody gets a big contract, it goes, who's the next man to get a contract then that is as similar as a player in terms of caliber and what they're in the production, then he's going to want this around the same similar thing. So
yeah,
we're going to see what how that plays out with the Ravens, because they was already wanting to extend him, but I want to see what
the money can be like.
What's the money going to be like? You know what I mean?
Now the age may play a factor, because Saquon just turned 28. You know what I'm saying? He just turned on Super Bowl Sunday, which is birthday. Him and Cooper DeJean, they just turned 28 years old. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, Derrick Henry, he's 30, pushing 31. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know if he'll get.
I mean, listen.
I don't know.
But listen, there's a whole lot of unprecedented things is happening in these sports now. You got like Ronaldo and Messi playing 38, 39, 38 years old, playing at a high level. LeBron, hold on. LeBron James playing at a high level, 20 plus years. You have, and now you're gonna have Derrick Henry, he takes care of his body.
Yeah.
He's been, there's shows nothing really of a slowdown. This has been his best season as a running back, and he's 31. So,
in terms of
in terms of yards per carry, in terms of that type of stuff, so it's more effective. So it's like I'm gonna, I don't see why he can't, get another 2-year deal.
No, I get he could do 2 years. I'm saying, what you think though? I'm talking about, like, I think he can get 2 years for sure. I'm talking about Saquon just got 2 year, $41 million with $36 million guaranteed. Now that's what I'm saying. Like Derrick Henry, he is a physical specimen, but this is football where boys is getting hit every play. You feel me? And they trying to take him out because he's so big and strong. You feel what I mean? So I'm just saying, I don't know if you think they're giving $41 million for 2 years, or would it be somewhere along the lines you think? What would you do? Would you 2 year 40?
I don't think they're gonna have that type of money, because you already see all the players that we have. Like we have a lot of players too. I'm not too sure. I'd have to take a look at the books and all that. But I would. He's only getting $8 million, bro.
I know.
So shit. I mean, how much is Barkley getting per year?
Now he's getting over 20 plus million a year now.
Yeah, I don't see why he can't. I mean, Derrick Henry can get into the 15 mil range. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
I don't see why not. I mean, I know, but I think we're gonna have to make a decision on Mark Andrews, is what I'm hearing as well. Because we also have Isaiah Likely. Like that's been a conversation, which I would want to keep Mark Andrews, to be honest. But
bro, listen, Isaiah Likely, bro, is a dog. I don't care what nobody. When Mark Andrews was out, like I said before, if you didn't know about football type shit and you watched the Ravens, you wouldn't have known that nigga was gone. Isaiah Likely came in and balled. You know what I mean? Now you can look at this year. Mark Andrews there. Obviously, he gonna get targeted more than Isaiah Likely. You feel what I'm saying? I think he had touchdowns for the last 7-8 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, you talking about Mark Andrews? He nice, but it's
in the running game too. Also in the running game, he
yeah,
provides that in the running game.
yeah. But did you see Isaiah Likely blocking? This nigga was taking linebackers off his feet.
No, they both can block. I mean, if I were to say who's a better blocker, I would say Mark Andrews, but Likely also is a great blocker as well. I mean, if I were to put one ahead of one, it would be Mark, but athleticism and all that other stuff would go to Likely.
Yeah, bro. Listen, bro. Listen. All of them. Just think. All of them open catches that Mark Andrews did have, Isaiah Likely might house that shit. He might take that motherfucker to the house or get more yards. You feel what I'm saying? I think his route running is crispier. He's younger. He's more athletic. The hands is there. The athleticism, the route running, the get open ability, the blocking, it is there, bro. He got it, bro. He can them catches. He can make all the catches. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So it's just probably about getting younger. You know what I mean? Probably about getting younger. You know what I'm saying? And making him that guy. You know what I mean? I don't think you would. I'm not saying you ain't gonna miss Mark Andrews. I ain't saying that, but maybe they, give Mark Andrews an extension. Who knows, bro? Who knows? But I think Isaiah Likely, dog. He a dog. And with Mark Andrews gone, you're gonna see more and more what you seen last season. It's gonna be even because it's hard for me to believe he not learning from Mark Andrews as well. Mark Andrews knows when it's zone. He know where to sit down at. He can read deep. That's what receivers have to, they got to be able to do that shit too. Where the double team coming from, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me. He's learning, getting better, been in big games, perform well. If they didn't extend him, I don't think it's a bad thing.
No, the thing is though, Big Mike, if we just talking about how we play, like having those two tight end sets.
For sure.
Yeah, it plays a big factor in how we play. You know what I mean? Because then we go from running and then we can go to a passing option, and guys are a bit too big or they're too small. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what the defense is doing. Well,
here's the thing. What will happen is this: if they did let Mark Andrews walk, they'll get another tight end because that's the Ravens' MO to run the.
We got Kohler. He's good too. Yeah, I know.
So he been in the system. Y'all offensive line coach is always good because the Ravens run the football. Offensive line coach is always good. D-line coach always good. You feel what I'm saying? He'll be just fine. You know what I mean? So I don't think it'd be a bad thing.
Yeah, I personally want to keep him, to be honest with you, but you
want both of them.
Yeah, but if they lose him, I get what you're saying. Like, if we do lose him, I don't think it's like it'd be crazy, but those two tight end sets, bro. Those two tight end sets.
But you'll have another one. You know what I mean? Because listen.
But it ain't Mark Andrews, though, bro.
No, but listen to me, though. Listen to me, right? Isaiah Likely, when he start cooking that damn linebacker or whoever guarding him, that's going to take some pressure off of that second one. That could open something up for him. That's because it ain't like Isaiah Likely was getting a whole bunch of balls when Mark Andrews was getting the catches. You know what I'm saying? And Zay Flowers got to get catches. Rashad Bateman got to get catches. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it ain't like he was getting a bunch of catches. No way. You feel me? So like I said, it can happen, bro. It can happen. You know what I mean? But like if they didn't extend them, it wouldn't be a bad thing. And they're going to use that money to get something else, maybe on defense or get another weapon. Maybe get another weapon or some type of shit. It's a lot of free agents, bro. It's a lot of free agents out there. And some real deal name free agents that could receiver and all of that could go to the Ravens and do something probably. So, yeah, man, we'll see, bro. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, sticking with the NFL, man. We talking about franchise tag. We had that in our discussion as well. The Cincinnati Bengals, they placed the franchise tag on wide receiver T. Higgins for the second straight year. Jordan, we know how these things happen. Do you think this will cause dysfunction and force T. Higgins to leave after next season? Talk to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what T. Higgins is really going to be feeling, because I know he wants to stay, you know what I mean? And I don't know if it's a situation like you said the previous episode. I think we was talking about if they just give him that remember we were talking about giving that franchise tag, which is like 20-something mil anyway, and then next year go ahead and go pay him. Yeah. I don't know if they're trying to work something out in terms of that. I think what's his name is also talking about restructuring his contract so he can keep these boys.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they're actually trying to do something in the background. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what it is, but we already know that there's rumbling. Like there's already talks of people trying to do certain things to keep everyone there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's like that type of dysfunction because I'm sure Chase, Higgins, and Burrow, you know, they chat, they talk to each other because clearly if he's saying that publicly, then he wants him there
Mm-hmm.
and they want him there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously it's hard to pay these types of guys all these types of big money. You know what I mean? Someone's gonna get underpaid.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that T. Higgins should be getting Chase money, but somebody's gonna get, you know, if the thing is, I don't want to sit there and be like, yo, you shouldn't go get that money because if someone's gonna pay you, listen, you got a family, you feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Go get it. You
Yeah.
as much as you what did they say? What's the saying? What's the saying? If I mean the saying is something like you're as much as someone's worth, someone's like willing to pay you. So
You're worth as much. Yeah. Yep. I'm with you. You're worth
so
it.
someone's gonna pay you if someone's gonna pay you 200 mil, then that's what you worth, then pimp. You feel me?
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, so listen, I don't think there's much dysfunction because of the talks of his players and all that. They want him there. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? It's just about trying to figure out the details and how it can happen. You know what I mean? I don't think it's
Right.
that big of a deal what people might think it is. It's not like he ain't getting. He's still gonna get 20 something mil.
25 mil.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a big. I don't think it's as big as something people might think. Like make it seem. If they weren't saying all these things, then okay, but they are. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Right.
have your quarterback saying, "I want this guy here. I will reconstruct my contract so we can keep these dudes." You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So until I hear something from GM, nah.
All right. So, and you mentioned the players are saying something. Yeah, they can say whatever they want to say. They ain't the ones got to pay T. Higgins. That ain't their account the money coming out of. It's coming out of that owner account. You feel what I'm saying?
And I heard that their Cincinnati Bengals is like one of the cheapest organizations of all time.
Yeah. So understand this. They better hope it don't, T. Higgins is the type to say, you know what, I get it. I understand. Go ahead, pay Jamar Chase. You know what I mean? You franchise tag me this year. All right, then cash me out next year. They better hope that that's his attitude. Because if not, it's going to cause some dysfunction. Understand this. This is a franchise tag. 25 million. All right, cool. Cool. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. But guess what? If he go out there and he get hurt, God forbid he tears an Achilles. He tears the ACL, MCL, PCL, whatever the case may be. And then, it ain't even got to be from a hit. All the receivers, they running full speed, stopping and starting, all of that pressure on their knees. Yeah, it can happen just like that. You could be breaking out of your position. You could be breaking getting out of a break. You know what I'm saying? And boom, knee gone, Achilles gone. Guess what? That franchise tag, that ain't no contract. Now he don't have a deal. Now he's going to get even more underpaid because Cincinnati's going to say, hey, you're injured. You're coming off an Achilles. You're coming off an ACL. Look, man, we don't want another prove-it deal so we can see if you back to yourself. Ain't no other team going to say, here, I know you're coming off an Achilles. Here, take this 4-year, $130 million. They're not going to do that. So he wants that security right now. So they better hope that T. Higgins is playing on their side of the field because in his mind, you know what I'm saying, he feels that he needs to get paid. And this is his second year on the franchise tag, consecutive year at that. So now in his mind, he's probably like, nah, motherfucker, y'all should have paid Jamal last year and had money for me this time. You know what I'm saying? That could be his attitude, bro. Could be his attitude. He may not be willing to play ball. He may not be. So they better hope. They better hope that his mindset is on their side of the field. Because if not, it's going to cause dysfunction. And on top of that, he's going to cut out. Now, watch this. What if next season come, you know what I mean? And you know what their defense looking like. And it's another season like it is, but you don't even make the fucking playoffs. They dropping 30 on you a game. Maybe you might be dropping 32, but they dropping 38. They dropping 35. So then what? Now now the ball is in his court. You know what? I don't think this is going nowhere. I love Jamar. I love Joey B. I love him. You know what I'm saying? But I love Chase Brown. But man, we can't stop nobody. We can't do nothing. We ain't even in the playoffs. Baltimore's gone. They in the playoffs again. You know what I mean? Hell, Pittsburgh, they in the playoffs again. We at home watching everybody else. You know what? And they didn't want to give me no money. You know what? Cool. Y'all stick where y'all at. I'm going to go ahead and test the market. And there ain't going to be nothing that Cincinnati can do about it. So I'm saying, bro, they better hope that T. Higgins is playing ball. They better hope. Because if not, Cincinnati is in for a rude awakening. You can have Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow all you want to. Who gonna be over there? Who over there?
If you tag, people can still trade for you. No.
I think if you it's a certain type of tag to where he can still talk to other teams, and if they give him a deal, they have a chance to match it, and if not, he's gone. But I don't think that's what this franchise tag is. You feel what I'm saying? So they just better make sure that T. Higgins is playing ball with them, because if not. Yeah, bro. If this season go by, they don't go good, you know what I'm saying, and they don't make the playoffs again, now the ball falls back in his court. It's back in his court now, so they better fucking hope that that you know he playing ball, because it ain't gonna look good. And I'm telling you right now, Cincinnati, they gonna have to draft very, very well. They don't need to draft nobody on offense. Go draft, trade for some people or get some people on defense. That's what they need. We know they can score. We know they can score. You know what I mean? Because, Jordan, would you want to go out? They didn't pay you twice, 2 years in a row. You T. Higgins. And now I'm on my second-year franchise tag, knowing that I deserve to be paid. We gonna make the playoffs again? You stand, or you going to go test the market?
Test the market.
I'm testing the market. I'm testing the market and seeing what I can get. And I'm going to go somewhere and get paid. You feel me? So they better hope he playing ball.
So he requested a trade last year.
Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
And the franchise it's probably dysfunction, bro. Remember, requested a trade. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get out of here. And then, you know what? Boom. I'm closing the prison doors on you. Boom. You ain't going nowhere. Sit right here. And guess what? You ain't going nowhere again. Boom. Close the prison doors on him. We ain't going nowhere. I just smell dysfunction. I'm telling you, it ain't the players. He gonna go out there and play hard for the players, bro. He gonna go out there and play hard for the fans and for the players. And on top of that, you know what? This might be his. You know what? This is T. Higgins' prove-it season, not the Cincinnati. To all the other owners, I'm that guy. I know that's Jamar, but I'm T. Higgins, and I got game too. I'm about to ball out in Cincinnati. I'm gonna keep my composure, because guess what? If things go well, I might go ahead and stick around. But if they don't, free agent market, here I come.
Yeah.
So
this is a tricky one.
So, you know, either way, I think the only way the ball's not in his court is if he get hurt. If you think about it. If he get hurt, he ain't got no leverage. He finished the season, put up some good numbers, shit, he gonna get paid. Because even if he have 1,000, or 800, 900, you know what I'm saying? Well, we know Jamar Chase is getting the bulk of the yards. Well, if he was the number one receiver at this organization, shit, he could do more. Hey, let's pay this guy. Come on. So
I think he's a number one. He's definitely a number one out for me, in my opinion. If he's able to go somewhere else, but I think if I'm him, that's 2 times. Requested a trade last season. Definitely wants to get paid, and he should want to be getting paid, man. You know what I mean? These 1 year guarantees, man, is not. You know, you want that 4-year, man. You know what I mean? Because anything can happen in this sport. And that's like in any sport, realistically. You know what I mean?
It's all
that's
about
in any sport. So I'm with him. I'm feeling him. I would. Yeah, there might be some. I mean, I think there might be some disdain for the people up top. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that they want to negotiate a deal, but a deal is not being negotiated. So I don't know. So I think that he deserves to be kind of pissed. You know what I mean? To be honest with you. I think he does, you know, but it's hard, man. If he wants to go get that, then go request a trade again, bro. Someone will want you. People need number one wideouts, bro. People need that. You know what I'm saying? Getting separation is not easy.
No, hell no.
So,
well, we shall see. All right, man. Moving on, transitioning to the NBA. Man, my boy LeBron James surpasses 50,000 all-time points in the regular season and playoffs combined. You feel what I mean? How impressive is this feat? Jordan, I'm not going to be too long-winded. You know what I mean? We know LeBron been around for 22 years, and I've came out here time and time again and talked about how great he is and things like that. I'm just going to say a few things. You know what I mean? This is fabulous because what this means is longevity. That means deep playoff runs. That means finals runs. That means you're not getting sent home in the first round every year and all of that. That means you're staying healthy. That means you're out here in the field on the court doing your thing, performing. Yep. You're not just playing, you are performing on an extremely high level. Jordan, this man has 41,871 points. This man has 11,685 rebounds and 11,487 assists total. Let that sink in. So that's 50, 11, and 11. All right. And even if you want to say, well, that's postseason. Okay, well, he got 41,011 and 11. He ain't just out there just playing, man. He's producing on a nightly basis, consistency for 22 years since the time he stepped out of high school into the NBA with them grown-ass men. Grown men at 18. You feel what I'm saying? And dominated the greatest era of basketball ever. It's not the 80s and it's not the 90s. And that's not. LeBron wasn't back then. Kobe, Steph, KD, James Harden, Kawhi, they were not playing back then. That's the greatest era of basketball. You feel what I'm saying? And dominating shit. You feel me? So, you know, I'm like I said, I'm not gonna be super duper long-winded. You know what I mean? And it's crazy that, you know what I mean, guys will look at this. I just said this is every night shit. And somebody want to look at a motherfucking all-star game, an all-star dunk contest for one night. Nigga, this is putting on a fucking show. Ain't nobody done this. Nobody. And it's not just about the points. It's not just about the points. When they show Jordan and they show Kobe, they show points. You show this nigga right here, LeBron, you show points, rebounds, and assists. He got a triple-double in all of these stats. 40K, 11K, and 11K. That's a real triple-double. You feel what I'm saying? With career stats. Show me somebody that got that. Either somebody got 30,000, but they got 5,000, 6,000 less assists, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 less rebounds. This dude is at the top. Is at the bro. Come on, man. And to say that this nigga, it has ruined something when he gave his all to the game, he doing this type of shit. Nobody else has done it. It's for me, dog. It ain't just about the points, like I said. LeBron can do this. He does this shit on a nightly basis, and he's done it with lesser talented teams and great basketball teams. Everywhere he go, he uplifts the organization. He's never had a legendary coach, ever. And he just takes teams anywhere he goes. It's, hey, they going to the finals and they gonna win a championship. Period. With different players, LeBron James remains the same guy. He remains the same. They say he can't play off the ball, Jordan. Damn. What are we seeing at 40? What are we seeing at 40? He couldn't. What are we seeing? Well, he was orchestrating everything in Cleveland. You feel what I'm saying? Look at the first year in Miami. D Wade was running the fucking offense. What was LeBron doing in 2011? Was he not playing off the ball way more than we ever see him in Cleveland? Way more. Fast break, transition, defense, all of that. Backdoor oops, everything, playing off the ball. What do we see in the Olympics from LeBron, Jordan? This Olympics right here, he was more on the ball than any other Olympics. That's because some niggas was cold. Steph wasn't hot. He didn't get hot. I ain't blaming Steph at all whatsoever. I'm saying niggas, it's not a knock. Straighten your face up. It's not a knock. It's not. We ain't going there. I'm saying Steph wasn't hot, and some other guys wasn't hot either. But LeBron James, this Olympics was a different LeBron James. He wasn't this LeBron James in those other Olympics. He was playing off the ball. So it's like, yo, like, my nigga, 40, 50K, 11,000 and 11,000? It's very impressive. And for people to say it's a disrespectful to have him as better than Michael Jordan, how? We see LeBron do this with multiple organizations, without a legendary coach, with multiple different players.
Yeah, everyone has their reasons for I think LeBron has his his reasons and all that on why he can be one of the greatest, or top two, whatever it is that you want. So I mean, everyone's gonna have their nitpicks. You know what I mean?
It's just that LeBron is the most hated athlete. You know what I mean? And they're gonna find avenues. They go, bro, like I told you before, bro.
I mean, I think there's a reason though why
Look,
he's a hated
hold on.
because of today's.
Wait a minute. Let me just say this. And this is why I wanted to cut you off, because whatever you about to say, it's just saying it ain't valid to me. Here's why. LeBron came in the league in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
I was in high school. You was in high school.
Yeah.
Before LeBron James touched the floor, bro, niggas in school, at the gym, where we hoop at the gym or at the parks, practice, barbershops, everywhere, bro. In the hood, all that. Niggas was like, he ain't gonna be better than Jordan. She ain't gonna be better than Jordan. And I'm like, how you know? How you know? Cause I know he ain't. Jordan got, bro, he ain't never gonna be this. I don't like dude. I was like, why you don't like, he ain't even played yet. He ain't got on the floor yet. Nah, they just, cause they already trying to compare him to Jordan, bro. I don't like that. You don't compare nobody to Jordan. Nobody's ever gonna surpass Jordan. Nobody's ever gonna surpass Jordan. I don't care how many rings they get. Nobody. That was the conversation. So LeBron he was way underneath before he was getting stumped on before he even went to the league, bro. So the hate was already there before he stepped on the floor. And what happens when niggas be hating on you? If niggas is hating on you, Jordan, and they see you coming with that fly-ass car, you got fly-ass clothes on, and you got a cold-ass female with you and shit, and you a star type shit, the hate is going to rise. And I equate that to this. LeBron James, boom, get in the league, start killing all the commercials, everything. You killing boys, getting money on the field, on the court, doing what he do on a nightly basis. You're exceeding all of the expectations in which they didn't want you to do. They didn't want you to do that shit. They didn't think you was going to do that shit. So the hate kept growing and growing and growing because he was already hated before he even got in the league. Now he doing what they don't want you to do. And then when he was losing all them years in Miami, in Cleveland, because he ain't had no championship squad, they wanted him to stay there. They was only mad when he left because he knew it was going to be time to be on another level. He was going to have more help with him, and it was going to pay dividends. And they didn't want to see that shit. So I don't know, man. The motherfucker need to get their brain tested. That's where I'm at with that. But it's definitely a great feat. Sorry, I had to cut you off.
Yeah, it's definitely a great feat, and these types of records, I don't think is a type of record that can be broken, to be honest with you, because LeBron James came into the league 2003, 2004. His first season obviously is not like a Luka Doncic or some of those guys that average like 20. No, actually, Luka Doncic was about the same, about 20 points a game, and all that. So, but he's been at the peak of that for the good amount of 20-something years.
Yeah.
This record is similar to something of a record that I don't think will be broken in terms of like with Messi scoring like 91 goals in a calendar year. Like these types of records is like ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Because
whoa. Hold on. How many is it calendar years? I mean, in regular season,
so January 1st to December 31st. So
that
all the games,
91 goals. How many games?
Yes.
How many games is it?
He played about maybe like, I don't know, 70-something games, maybe 60-something games.
And this motherfucker scored 91 goals.
Yes. Yes.
Listen, hold on. Yo, this is not shooting a basketball, okay? This is going full length, my nigga, with your team with the ball all over the field and getting it into the goal. This motherfucker scored 91 of them in 70-something games, not 80 nothing.
Yo, it
doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. That's a goal a game minimum.
91 goals, bro.
Wow.
In 2012. That's a record that I
Who
don't.
Who was behind him? What was the next closest person?
No, Ronaldo.
How many?
Like 60-something. Yeah, it ain't happening. Yeah, it ain't happening. You know what I mean? So, but you understand those types of records can be like. So when we look at LeBron, right, and this is why the feat is really it's impressive when you look at it, right?
91 goals.
You look at what this guy has done over a 20-year span. Okay, let me just throw out some numbers for you. Okay. 27, 31, 27, 30, 28, 29, 26, 27, 27, 27, 25, 25, 26, 27, 27, 25, 25, 30, 29, 26, 25.
Yeah. Yeah.
So think about that. Someone has to do this, and let's not including the playoff runs that he had. That's 9
Mm-hmm.
consecutive finals runs. Let's
Mm-hmm.
not forget about those ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Someone's gonna have to go off. I mean, if you're saying someone's gonna have a season where they're scoring 35 points for 15 straight years, we can't. I can't see this record being broken, bro. I
Yeah.
can't see this record being broken. Someone's gonna have to play for a very, very long time, and I think that's one of the biggest things for LeBron's GOAT conversation is the longevity. You know what I mean? And people tend to think like, oh, you know, some Jordan didn't have to play, or some players didn't have to play for because they couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't act like, bro. This is the one thing I hate when people haven't played at a high level or play professionally. They make it seem like niggas want to stop playing, bro. We don't want to stop playing, bro.
Right.
Our body just tells us we can't play at that level anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas don't want to. Who wants to stop playing? You know what I mean? Unless you get to a point where okay, you want to take care of your family and all that. Don't get me wrong, that might be something, but don't think like niggas want to stop playing, bro. We do
Right.
not want to stop playing. So whoever's saying that, it's you know, you playing this long is not like no, bro. If I can play until I'm 50, nigga, I'm gonna play till I'm 50.
That's why when they done and they be up there giving their speech, them tears just coming down their face because they
They're
missed
talking
the
about
game and missed the
what I
play.
used to do or back in my day. I don't want to hear that bullshit, bro. I want
Yeah.
to play. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I want to play. If I can still
Mm-hmm.
run with these, if I can still move, then I'm gonna play. And LeBron has shown that he can stay healthy. He can stay at this high. It's not just playing till 20, huh? Not like Vince Carter. We ain't talking
Yeah.
about Vince Carter when you're in the 20th season and you're getting 5, 7, 8 points a game. We're
Mm-hmm.
talking about in our 20-something season, damn near an all NBA player.
Western
He's
Conference
an all
Player of the
NBA
Month.
player.
Western Conference Player of the Month, 29, 10, and what, 7?
Yeah. But forget all that. He's an
Yeah.
all NBA player. So
Facts.
an all NBA player is a top 15 player in the league.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
so and let's be clear, maybe he might. I mean, the top 3. I mean, you're probably not gonna get it off Jokic. You're probably not gonna get it before Giannis. And who's the next forward there? Maybe Jason Tatum because his team is doing well, or you know what I mean. But
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna get second team All NBA
Mm-hmm.
at the very least. And
Mm-hmm.
that's in year 20 something. So think about it. You're playing at this high of a level for this many years, it's never gonna get broken. So we have to honestly, I think we have to give his flowers. You know what I mean? I mean, and we do be giving LeBron a lot of his flowers, don't get me wrong. But this feat is impressive. And I'm glad we're witnessing, like I said previously in the shows before, we're witnessing all the greatest players of all time in our
Mm-hmm.
generation, which
Yeah.
is something that I think we should all take, like we should all think of, love, and appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to see the Tiger Woods, we got to see the Lionel Messi and the Cristiano Ronaldos. We're getting to see LeBron James. We're getting to see the Floyd Mayweathers. We're getting to see, you know what I'm saying? We're getting to see the Sidney Crosbys and Alex Ovechkins. We're getting to see the
Yeah.
greatest players of all time in all the sports, the Serena Williams. Shall
Yeah.
we keep going? We're getting to see the Federers, the Nadals. We're getting to see these boys. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? And so it's like we're in a great generation, bro. And
Yeah.
we gotta appreciate what we get, what we're getting to see. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't come around like this all the time. It
Right.
doesn't come around like this all the time.
No, you're not gonna
You know
see.
what I mean?
You're not gonna see LeBron again. You know what I mean? And like I said, we seen Jordan already. It's Kobe. We already seen it. We seen it. You're not gonna see LeBron again. You're not gonna see Steph Curry again. You're not. You're not. It's over.
Yeah.
You got a better chance of seeing a Kevin Durant again. You got a better chance. You know, guys 6'11", 7 foot, they can handle the ball. Them guys is coming from across seas. You know what I mean? You got a better chance of seeing that again than you got seeing LeBron James or motherfucking Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, when you say his name in those regards, you say Wardell.
Yeah.
It's real business. You're not gonna see Wardell again. I fucking guarantee you that. You know what I mean? If so, we're not going to be here to see it.
Yeah,
that's me. But look, like you know, like they like to talk about LeBron. Oh, Michael Jordan, he has 10 scoring titles. Man, if you think if this man wasn't assisting the ball the way he do, that he wouldn't have more scoring titles. LeBron came out and said, if I want the scoring title, I'll get it every year. That'd be nothing. He said in the interview, if I wanted the scoring title, I'd get it every year.
Bro, that's the same thing with what's his name too, and that's why when people, James Harden was scoring 30-something, bro. If you think Steph Curry or LeBron James wanted to shoot that shit all the time and get 30-something points, 35, 36, 37 points, bro, these dudes don't. They you see, and that's why maybe you think these guys are winning a bit more. Of course, their organization plays a part. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. The players that are just going there and trying to do 1v1 basketball, it gets static. What happens? You get static. You can set up. You can do boxes and elbows, and it becomes easy to defend you. But if you are thinking the game like a LeBron or even the Steph Curry and them guys, that they can come off the ball, and they're also they're more feel like they're a bit more smarter when it comes to the playoff moments and all that. There's a reason why these guys are 4-time champions, MVPs, and been playing at this type of level for this long. There's a reason, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like these dudes can score. These dudes, we already know, bro, really, LeBron can go and get scoring titles easily. I think we all know that. I think we all know that Steph Curry, if he wanted to shoot a whole bunch of shots and be non-efficient, he can do that, bro. Don't think he can't. You know what I mean? You see when he had a really bad team, when he had that bad team, he led the league in scoring. He can just chuck shots. It's not that, it's not like niggas can't do that. So let's not act like that is don't get me wrong. It's something big. Don't get me wrong. But there's more to it than that. You know what I mean? There's more to it than that. In Jordan's situation, that's how Jordan impacted the game. Scoring the basketball. But LeBron James can affect the game in different ways. Steph Curry, I'm not saying that Jordan can either. Don't get me wrong. Jordan also affect the game defensively in ways, but predominantly was putting fear in guys and scoring the basketball. LeBron James, Steph Curry doesn't even need to be on the ball to affect the game. You know what I mean? LeBron James can affect the game. He can score 20 and control the whole game. You know what I mean? So there's more to it than this, man. There's more to it than this. So I'm just glad that we in a big this type of era, seeing the greatest players of all time in all sports.
Because nostalgia is a bad pill, bro. It's a bad pill, dog. Like, some people have not flushed the nostalgia, out of their system. You feel what I'm saying? They still stuck in the 90s. There were not better defenders in the 90s, dog. Go at the guard position to make it tough on. We ain't saying Jordan can't get no buckets. That would be idiotic to say. We're saying guys that can make it tougher. The guys that's guarding you are not 6'2". It's not 6'3". They your height or taller. They're long. They're fast. They can defend. Like what Penny Hardaway was doing. He had a tough time against Penny, bro. I ain't saying he didn't get no buckets on Penny, but when he met Penny, it was tough because Penny's 6'7", can defend. He's long, he's lengthy, all of that stuff, bro. It just makes it tougher. Jordan didn't have to get guarded by Kawhi Leonard in his prime. He didn't get guarded by LeBron, Bruce Bowen, and them boys. That's not what he was doing. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not saying let it go, but the talent level, just because they fouled harder back then does not make it better. They bring up the hand checking, bro. You're not just holding nobody the whole time. I watched all of that shit, man, not live, but you can go back on YouTube and watch all of the games. I watched every Michael Jordan playoff series. Ain't nobody just directing nobody like this. They be putting so much emphasis on that hand check shit because they want their era to be the best, and it's just not. And to do what these guys is doing, Steph, LeBron, KD, since they came in the league, you feel what I'm saying? Bro, and especially look, LeBron he got the 7th highest defensive rate in the league.
Yeah, but you know the one thing about hand checking though, like now people are using that against players. When you hand check, players will go up.
Yeah, basketball back then was much more simpler times. You feel what I'm saying? You couldn't even run a zone, bro. You couldn't even lurk nobody over. It was illegal defense. So unless somebody's just flat out coming over for the double team, you getting one-on-one coverage every time. Go back and watch Jordan. Go back. You know what I'm saying? But people got to stop shitting on the league, dog. They got to stop shitting on the league, man. It's a lot of talent out there, you know what I mean? And it is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right. So We were just speaking about Steph as well, man. You know, Steph Curry did his thing in Madison Square Garden with a win, 114-102. Shines in the second half as well over the Knicks. You feel what I mean? Steph Curry is 12-1 in MSG. That boy damn near undefeated in New York. You feel what I'm saying?
100%.
12-1. You know what I mean? In New York, in Madison Square Garden. Jordan, what was your takeaway from that game?
A game of two halves for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, in the first half. I mean, if we just talking about the game, first half was a bit difficult. We was getting open shots, but they was also getting to their spots. I think we were missing a lot of open shots. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
Our split action, our pin down situations, we weren't really effective in those areas. But we stayed within 11 points. And then when second half came, I thought usually, like the third quarter, when we always get busy in the third quarter. Steph Curry was getting a bit more hot. Buddy Hield was coming, getting wide open shots from simple New York not really aware of who's like where, and they just give it to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield quickly going off pin downs with Buddy Hield, going off curls. Like we were getting any shots that we were wanting. We put up the pressure on the defensive side of the ball. Moses Moody was a great defender on Jalen
Yep.
Brunson.
Yep.
Had him in his shorts. Second
Whole
half,
game. Well,
yeah, yes,
he was.
yeah. I would say first half, I would say Jalen Brunson did his thing, but second half,
What I'm saying is this: he did okay in the first half. He did good in the first half. What I'm saying, when Moses Moody is guarding him, he ain't giving him no space. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. He all chest to chest,
yeah.
chest to
Moses
chest.
Moses Moody was, yeah, definitely doing this thing. And Brandon Podjenski, I don't know if you've been watching the Warriors lately, or like,
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of B Pods and
yeah.
Navin was. I was like, yo, if B Pods had his own team, if it was just B Pods and a bunch of other guys, no Steph Curry and all that, I think B Pods is gonna be a great player in this league.
Hmm.
Honestly, like he has the intangibles, he has the smarts, like he has the know how. You know what I mean? He's like a tricky player as well, and he plays hard, bro. He
Yeah,
ain't no
he ain't scared either.
he ain't, bro.
He take
And
whatever
I'm
shot
glad you
come
got
in.
to see him, and you can see kind of like this dude can play.
No,
You know what I mean?
I know. I be like, when I watch y'all, dog. You know what I mean? I know when players is good. If I'm watching, it's like the day one, Austin Reeves. Day one. Day one. My guy Anthony said, you know he ain't. You know, he ain't nothing but and this was after the second season. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
He just like Christian Braun. He like Braun over there out there in Denver. I said, what? I said, no, he not. No, he not. I said, Austin Reeves is the baller. He want to work. He ain't scared of the moment, and he you could tell Austin Reeves put that work in. It's just like Podge. Podge putting
Hmm.
work in. You know what I'm saying? You see, he got the ball. He not scared of no moment. I don't think he's scared
Yeah,
of no moment at all.
yeah. But yeah, then you seen Steph Curry's like ball, like his movement off the ball just causes so much problems, bro. It's
Yeah.
just like I say, I think, and it's not just me, and this is not just me being a fan of Steph Curry, because the coaches say it as well. He's the
Mm-hmm.
hardest player to game plan for, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's the hardest player to game plan for,
Yeah.
and
All that
all the
moving around. You know.
movement,
Yeah.
bro. The movement. It's like on the ball, on top of the space that he provides, right? Then his shooting ability, his dribbling ability, his passing ability, and then when he gives the ball up, his movement, and then it's not just his movement, because you can give up the ball, it's your team, right? The team has to understand, when you give the ball, set a screen for Steph. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not just him getting off the ball, because you can do that maybe on another team, just like when KD, if you watch the Netflix TV show,
Yeah.
where he was
Quarter
saying
pole.
some of the players didn't really understand how to play with Steph. If Steph gives up the ball, you have to make sure, like, you know where he is, so you can set a screen for him, because the ball might not go to him. It can
Mm-hmm.
come to you, because two guys will go to him. You understand what I'm saying? So you constantly have to do that and use that to your advantage. And that's why he's one of the best. And then on top of that, the showmanship on when he's playing. That's why I say him and other players, maybe him and another two guys, I'm not sure, is probably the most entertaining player to watch in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he really puts on a show, you know what I'm saying? And I thought that he had a great second half. good floor game as well. He's been having great floor games as of recently as well. That's why I think if he wanted to go in a season where he wanted to get like 10 assists and be that type of point guard, I think he can easily do that. It's not a problem. But
Okay.
his floor game was really good. Draymond Green has always been good with us. You know, Draymond Green on the defensive side of the ball, him organizing the stuff, him and Steph putting players in position to be successful. Jimmy Butler, love Jimmy Butler, doesn't shoot the ball a lot, gets to the rim, gets fouls. He's trying to understand. Remember, I told you he's trying to understand how to play in this system,
Mm-hmm.
and he's now kind of getting it. Going back to his post game press conferences, that's what he was saying. Like he needs to understand how to exactly how to play with Steph, and he's getting to understand that. You know what I mean? Always trying to set screens for him. You know what I mean? When he's around, and Jimmy Butler's a low turnover guy as well. Smart
Mm-hmm.
player on the defensive side of the ball, and it's showing. Not to say Wiggins was not that, but we know Wiggins is not probably as smart as a Jimmy Butler. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? Obviously Jimmy Butler's been in the league longer and all that, but even though that might not matter, but I think we all know Jimmy Butler is that type of guy.
Yeah.
And we've been clicking, man. We've been clicking, and yo, I can't marvel enough of Steph Curry, bro. I'm glad that we get to see these types of players in this era now. You know what I mean? I think we should be happy and celebrate these boys before they're gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's all I really pretty much got to say about that, bro.
Yeah, man, good game from y'all last night. You know what I'm saying? I was really, I was thinking, you know what I mean, it was going to be, y'all wasn't going to be down like that. There was no Karl Anthony Towns in the game, whatever the case may be. So I'm thinking, you know what I mean, y'all was kind of maybe, you know, take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the Knicks, they played hard, you know what I mean? But in the end, just couldn't get it done or whatever. You know what I mean? Steph Curry took over that motherfucker the second half. He's like, all the stars go to Madison Square Garden. It's like they're at home. You know what I'm saying? It's like you do Kobe at home, you know, LeBron, Jordan, Steph, you know, those guys, they just, you know, they just shine. They just love the spotlight in Madison Square Garden, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I don't really have too much more to say about it. You know what I mean? He was great. Nothing short of great. He came through when his team needed him. Like you said, it was down, you know what I mean? But they marched back. And Jimmy, I told you he was going to get that 15 points. I told you he was going to get that 15 points. Jim, I know he wasn't shooting the ball well.
He
But
had 19, 4 and 4.
yeah, he had 19-4, you know what I mean? But
But Draymond more than 5. Did I tell you? Did you get
yeah,
Draymond?
Yeah, I put Jimmy down for 5 assists though. You know, so I put him down for 5 assists, and I said, "Fuck." You know what I'm saying? And
Did you put Draymond for more than 5?
Yeah, either even still, bro. I don't. We're talking about points.
No, 5
No,
assists.
I always do Draymond 6 rebounds or like 6 assists, 5 or 6 assists all the time. But it's null and void once you miss one. The whole bet is off. You lose the whole bet, so it's all null and void. But yeah, man, the Warriors did their thing, man. They clicking, you know what I'm saying? Looking like they get, you know, they ready to, you know, and they still got some more clicking to do. They still trying to figure out, or Jimmy's still trying to. But like I said, Jimmy's a player, bro. You know what I mean? He can fit in. He gonna get in where he fit in. You know what I'm saying? He's smart. He don't turn the ball over like you mentioned. You know what I'm saying? And that rubs off on, you know, your team. You know what I mean? Well, he ain't turn the ball over. We can't turn the ball over too. Or either. You feel what I'm saying? So at least I think so. Shit like that gets contagious. You know what I mean? So that's good for the Warriors. Who y'all got next coming up? Who's the next, like
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn? Yeah. Who's the I'm talking about like the next like battle test. Like who is it?
I think it's actually a good game we have. Let me let y'all know.
I'm looking right now
but
too.
Let me just before we do that. So what's his name made a comment on the TV, and he said we need to start mentioning Steph Curry in the GOAT debate.
Who said that?
Shaquille O'Neal. He said
Shaq?
at least putting his name there.
Okay.
In the where, you know, not saying he is, but putting his name there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree or no?
Man, listen. I was gonna say I expect that from Shaq. That's his favorite player, for one. That's Steph Curry, Shaq's favorite player. Man, when you talk about like the GOAT debate, bro, I just feel like, and I know Steph is great, bro. Steph is great, you know what I mean? But man, the GOAT debate, the list is not long, man. It's not long. We talking about greatest player of all time. How long should the list be for people named to be in that conversation? Because that's just like when somebody say, oh, he's one of the great. It's a lot of one of this. a lot of one of this. So his name needs to be with Jordan and LeBron. You know what I mean? And
Magic, Jordan,
yeah,
LeBron, Magic, Kareem.
But look, what I think Magic, to me, Magic has no case to be in the greatest player of all time. That's my opinion. Kareem, yeah. Kareem, yeah, because listen, understand this, bro. Before Jordan, everybody, it was Kareem. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. Shit, it was Kareem. Skyhook. He's lead league in score. You know, led the NBA in scoring for history. You know, in the history. You know what I'm saying, for 38, 39, almost 40 years. You know what I'm saying. Like I said, he's 5-6 championships. What does he got? You know, all of that shit, bro. He won a championship before Magic. He won in 71 with Oscar Robertson. You know what I'm saying? So he deserves to be in there. But like I said, bro, man, that I just don't know. One of the greatest, absolutely. If you want to talk about greatest point guard, definitely got a super duper, extremely strong case for that. Like, I ain't even gonna have a whole bunch of pushback on somebody saying Steph is the greatest point guard ever. I'm not gonna have a whole bunch of putback because I know what you in your mind, you're not looking at. People say Magic Johnson. He got 5 rings. He does. 3 finals MVP. He does. I think 3 finals MVP. I think he got a multiple league MVPs, and he does. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you could like your case when you say like the way that Steph Curry plays, you know what I'm saying, versus the way that Magic Johnson plays. Magic Johnson's game really is, you know, transition buckets, transition no-look passes and things like that. You know what I mean? Can he post up? Yeah. Can he get some? Yeah, he can. You know what I'm saying? But greatest of all time player? Nah, bro. I can't do that because
is he in the conference? Should his name be mentioned?
Talking about Magic Johnson? I mean Steph Curry?
No, yeah, Steph Curry. Like if you're talking about
if you want to mention his name, you can mention it like on some honorable mention, shit like that. Is that what you're saying? Like you want to mention this like honorable mention, or is he on the list as he's up here with Jordan, LeBron, and Kareem? And I just don't think so.
So the one thing that goes against Steph Curry in that conversation is that he's out of all the players in the even let's say in the top 10. Let's say in the top 10, okay?
All right.
He's the one that is defensively the worst. Okay? Like, by far. You know what I mean? Like, you have Tim Duncan, Jordan, LeBron. Like, do we have to go Kareem? Whoever it could be. Hakeem. It could be anybody. Shaq. We talking you want to put Bird. Yeah. Whoever it may be.
Yep.
He's the worst out of all of them. Then he's the shortest out of all of them. You know what I mean? Like, he is the smallest out of all of them. But that, I think, should go for him. Because if you are out there for damn near 15 to 20 years, it's going to be, playing at a very high level, can get 4 rings, maybe more, and impact the way that he's impacted the NBA and the future of our league and how it's played, I think he's got to be mentioned. I'm not saying he's up there. I would say he should be mentioned. I wouldn't put him number 1 or 2 or what I'm saying, or 3 or something like that. But I think he should be there. He's undoubtedly top 10. I don't know why people wouldn't have him top 10. Okay. I think he's undoubtedly top 10.
So what would keep him out of it is you got 1 finals MVP.
Okay.
Kevin Durant got 2. We ain't got to get into that discussion. Kevin Durant goes to go to state.
Kevin Durant comes there, yeah.
And it's like it ain't no mystery. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't no mystery. We know what's gonna happen. On top of that, he didn't win Finals MVP 2 years in a row. He got one of those. We know he got the 2 regular season MVPs. One of them was unanimous. 2, right? 2, right?
Yeah, 2.
And one of them was unanimous. You know what I'm saying? Only player ever. I don't agree with that, but that's another conversation for another day. But he got it. You know what I'm saying? That'll be the reason I think that'll keep him out of the GOAT conversation, or even being, you know what I mean, called the GOAT. You feel what I mean? I think that right there is the 1 finals MVP. You know what I mean? It's KD came and boom, took over, you know what I mean? Boom, 2 straight finals MVPs. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, I mean, like the way he changed the game, Undoubted. He changed. Look at today is just because of Steph Curry. If Steph Curry doesn't enter the league, you know what I mean? We don't see the game the way it is. You feel what I'm saying? We got some shooters around here, but we don't see it the way it is. You know what I mean? So I think those are the reasons, you know what I mean, that he would be out of that. Now, understand this. Remember, I always say, man, 2015, what Kyrie Love. I said Kyrie Love. Kyrie got hurt game 1 overtime. Kevin Love didn't even play. And with the goddamn, of course they're going to win, right? And then LeBron, they come back and win 2016, right? Now, understand this. Let's just say KD don't go to Golden State for the 16-17 season. Maybe he goes 2018 or 17-18 season. The first year that KD was there, let's just say he ain't even there. Steph them go back, they take down Bron and them. We could possibly be having a totally different kind of conversation. We could be having it because the thing is, all right, well, I beat you when y'all was down. All right, cool. Y'all came back and beat us. Well, nigga, I just beat you when you was healthy too, nigga. So when Kevin Durant come, doesn't matter no more. I already beat you when you was healthy. You cried when I beat you when you wasn't, but then I beat your ass when you was. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what? Now we got Kevin Durant. So Kevin Durant coming after something like that wouldn't even matter. Already beat the top dogs or the top dog, whatever the case may be, when you had your guys. All right, cool. Without him, I beat you. But I beat you with him too. So if it would have happened like that, I think the case would be different. My opinion.
Do you think because he got the 22-1 puts him like, okay, without KD again, I got the job done?
Well, you know what I say about that. I like to talk about the path to get there. You know what I mean? John Morant goes out, boom, a come up. Jamal Murray, ACL, gone. The Lakers, injury prone that year. You know, that's the team that, you know what I mean? You and I both believe y'all not gonna beat the Lakers. You know what I mean? So y'all finals got there, cool. You know what I mean? But y'all beat the Warriors. I mean, you beat the
Dallas and Boston.
Beat Dallas and you beat Boston. Dallas wasn't that Dallas back then, though. If you ask me, you feel what I'm saying? That's just me. You feel me? But got rid of the Boston Celtics. And I me personally, you know what I mean? And this is not a knock, you know what I mean? I feel like y'all was gonna beat the Boston Celtics easily off of sheer, you know, experience alone. You know what I mean? I don't believe in Jason Tatum at all whatsoever. He got took out of the whole game, and Steph Curry did his thing in that motherfucker. But that right there is to me, you know what I mean, is not the reason that he's going to be in the conversation. I think if the main thing is Kevin Durant coming, winning them 2 finals MVPs. I think that's the main thing.
I think
right
those
there.
are against him for sure. KD going. I just feel that 22 finals definitely put him in the conversation of being in the top 10.
Yeah.
Because he got there. I think, you know, obviously we know injuries happens. I think like throughout the whole of history that happens. So like I'm not gonna get into like that, but I just feel, especially him not being favored in that finals as well. Like he was not favored in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everyone kind of doubted, you know, the Warriors because Boston was moving like, yo, they had a great defense. They locked up these guys and they were locking up everybody and, you know, locking up Kyrie and, you know, all these guys. And then Steph and them come in there and they, you know, I think I remember we were having that conversation. Like, I thought that we was going to win too because of the experience part of it.
Yeah.
But I just think that title kind of helped him. Now, if he gets another one, if one of these boys get another one, it's gonna change. It's gonna change a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Because if LeBron gets one and he gets the 5, it's like we can't just talk about Jordan. I hate when NBA players, and I'm talking to the NBA players, bro. I hate it when they say Jordan has 6 rings. Like, is that all you determine it on? Is that Jordan has 6? What's his name has 4?
Right. Is
that what you determine it on?
Like niggas is just walking around with 4 championships. Like he got 4. It ain't just like the list is short, baby. And if it's all about rings, then that means Bill Russell is the flat out GOAT. But then they'll say, well, he played against these guys. Well, Jordan didn't play in the best generation either. He didn't play in the greatest. He didn't play in the greatest era. He didn't.
And if they want to talk about because everyone has these things, Jordan didn't beat those great teams in the 80s.
No.
And maybe his team wasn't as good. Okay, but do you fault LeBron when his team isn't as good, or do you fault any of these players that are playing in this generation when their team isn't as good? Do you fault them?
No, you know they gonna fault LeBron. See, you know they gonna shit on LeBron regardless. It was people shitting on LeBron for losing in 07 to the Spurs. They had no business in the finals. and he got swept by the Spurs, and they shitted on the man. Like, really? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. It was guys shitting on him. Oh, Jordan would have won against the Warriors. No, he wouldn't have. No, he wouldn't have. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, LeBron is the most hated athlete. They was hating the man before he touched the floor. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if the rings is the end all be all, bro, then that's Bill Russell. You cannot just say rings, bro. Understand, they was calling Jordan the GOAT. And when we was talking about Kareem earlier in the show, they was calling Jordan the GOAT, bro, after two. Kareem had 6. So how do you surpass Kareem in 8 years? You came in the 80s.
It was the way that he was playing. That's why.
So the way you was playing. So listen, the way you was playing in the 80s, losing, okay, scoring a bunch of points and getting sent home against the dynasties, the great teams. You get here against the 90s, you know what I'm saying, and against the 91 I could break all of that shit down. James Worthy, the leading scorer, was out for the rest of the series, and Byron Scott. The 92 Blazers, Clyde Drexler, good basketball player. Their team wasn't that good. It wasn't good enough. 93 Suns, they could have played him. Barkley is a dog, animal. But Kevin Johnson and Dan Marley don't equal up to Scottie Pippen in one. And they had a Horace Grant. You feel what I'm saying? Their team was just better. You know what I mean? The teams in the West in the 90s, it just wasn't like that. You feel what I'm saying? So, but like I said, they was calling Jordan the GOAT after 2 rings, man. So in 8 years, you surpassed Kareem. The man that got 6 championships. The man that has 6 championships. The man that's leading the NBA history in scoring. You know what I mean?
5 MVPs.
5 MVPs. You know what I'm saying? Unstoppable. That's the most unstoppable shot in NFL in NBA history. The sky hook. Mm-hmm. And he got the leading points off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's bro, listen. It's the aura what people are leaning on when it comes to Michael Jordan. It's the aura. If it's about aura, LeBron doesn't have a chance. I'm going to say it again. My favorite thing of Jordan, it's not a jumper. It's not him dunking on nobody. It's when he's walking. They had the camera coming up from the bottom. They showed the sneaks first, socks, the legs, shorts, the jersey with the Chicago written in cursive, and then it showed the chain, and he's chewing that gum, and he still had hair on his head. That's my favorite thing of Jordan because it looked like he's floating when he's walking. It's not a shot. It's not a jumper. It's not a dunk on. It's walking. His aura is second to none in basketball. There's nobody has an aura like Michael Jordan. The shoes and all of that. And that's what niggas is leaning on. Take that shit away. Strictly basketball, baby. Come on, man. And you just passed Kareem up in 8 years? But that's because they love Jordan so much. And they put him up there. You feel what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. This shit, I get tired of it, you know what I mean? But, hey, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah, I think, yeah, my problem with a lot of the older generation is they're stuck in the, you know,
nostalgia.
Back then was better than this time, when it's like realistically everything in sports just gets better. Like if you believe in anything, like things just get better. If you're talking about the NBA is not, I don't know what it is that you want to talk about the NBA, but realistically, like players get better, teams get better, things are just better. It is what it is. Like, and you just gotta accept it. When I'm 80, I'm not gonna be like, oh, in my time it was it. Like, bro, things are just gonna get better. Like, it is what it is.
Man,
you know what I mean? It's just what it is.
If players come along and they're playing better than what we saw or we was raised on and shit like that or whatever, or our generation, then I'm gonna say it. But until then, I'm not. You can't tell me that back then. So wait a minute. So okay, look. So that's the greatest era with no Kobe Bryant, with no LeBron, with no Kevin Durant, with no Wardell, with no Kawhi Leonard, with no Kevin Garnett, with none of that. That's the greatest era. How? Come on, man. But it is what it is, man. Let's move on, man, to this one before we get up out of here, man. Sad day in Dallas, man. Sad day in Dallas for the Mavericks fans, man. Kyrie Irving out for the season with a torn ACL. Yeah, man. AD's already out still. I think he'll be back like close to playoff time or right before it or when it begins. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But man, do you think Luka is happy he is no longer in Dallas? Well, obviously he's not. I don't think he's happy about obviously Kyrie being hurt. But if you would have asked me this question when he first left, like when it first happened or when we first heard about it, you know what I mean? I'd be like, no, he's not happy. But now that he sees the love that he get in LA, the praise when they call his name, you know what I mean, for the announcements, you know what I mean, or I'm not for the starting lineup, the crowd's going crazy. Luka's being Luka. LeBron told him, don't be you. Don't try to fit in. You do what you do. You do what you do. We ain't about to have you come in and do nothing different. You do what you do. Boom. That right there is the ultimate confidence from the man on the team. From the man. He got the ultimate confidence. Not saying he lacked it, but you got to think, he coming to another team. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you get that confidence to do you. They love you and they appreciate you. Right now, I think he's happy he's no longer in Dallas because now, just think, now the season will be over for them. It will be over. Not saying they would be sad, but your chances of doing what you did last year of going back is diminished because your running mate is gone with an ACL. Yep. So I think he's happy. You know, he's happy he's out of Dallas for, you know, because of the love and the praise and plus the direction that the Lakers are going. And on top of that, you got motherfucking palm trees out there. Mm-hmm. Luka about to have a house on the beach here. You know what I mean? Probably in the off season. You know what I mean? He probably still house shopping. Who knows? But I think he happy where he at. Sad for the, you know, for maybe have a little sympathy for his teammates because he loves them and the fans. You feel what I'm saying? But for like, you know, he's happy he's not under Nico Harrison since they the one to get rid of him and things like that. And with the way the things go, like I said, in LA compared to how it's looking in Dallas, even if Kyrie didn't get hurt, even if he didn't get hurt, it was still going in a way better direction than what Dallas, because Dallas was doing this 19-10 on Christmas Day. You've been 13-19 since then. You feel what I'm saying? So I absolutely think, you know what I mean, Luka is happy. He's no longer in Dallas. Sympathy for the fans and for the players, his boys, probably still text him, probably still talk to him, you know what I mean? But I think he's happy where he's at right now.
Yeah. You know, prayers up to Kyrie. You never want to see people get hurt and mm-hmm. You know, especially, you know, being an athlete and all that is probably one of the most depressing things to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Kyrie's definitely been he's definitely like a, what is it called, a showstopper, or like someone that you definitely want to watch. Don't get me wrong. He's definitely been better in terms of trying to lead a team out there, you know what I'm saying? Especially when he was with Luka and all that. Like he did help them get to a finals and all that. So, you know, I don't want to like say anything crazy about him like that, especially during this tough time for him. You know what I mean? So, you know, shout out to Kyrie, and I really do hope he gets better. Real talk. You know, I know he's gonna be out for about a year plus, maybe. You know what I mean? So that kind of shoots Dallas's chances of actually winning, you know, at a big deficit, you know what I mean? Because talking about 1 year out, and then, you know, it's going to take some time to maybe get back into the swing of things, and then you already know what's his name's already hurt as well, and they talking about shutting him down also. So, you know, that it's a tough situation for that for Kyrie and them, you know what I'm saying? I hope everything can work out for them, hopefully. But that being said, obviously those two things being said, it's not like Luka's happy that those guys got hurt or anything like that, because he is the close with Kyrie and all that. But him being with LeBron James, which is, he said, is previously is his favorite player, being in LA, which is probably better for him. Well, not in terms of money and because of the taxes or whatever, but he's still probably going to make a lot of money because he's being in a bigger market. You know, like I think being in that type of franchise and then playing with LeBron and being top 2 now in the West. I think he's real happy being out of Dallas. And honestly, if you know that people didn't want you there, I think that also, you know, you kind of have a little disdain toward them. You know what I mean? Because they traded your ass when you're
Yeah.
at the peak of your powers. 5-time All NBA, and he's been in the league what, 6 years? I'm confused.
Yeah.
This is kind of weird to me, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the worst trades I've seen ever, in my lifetime. But it is what it is. So you know what
And
I'm
listen,
saying, and
and
yeah,
even still, with Luka probably having some sympathy for the Dallas players and the fans, I regret to inform those guys that is not going to stop him from busting y'all ass when he come to Dallas. It's not going to be for the fans. It's not going to be for the players. It's going to be for the motherfuckers up in the front offices. Oh yeah, and I'm pretty
yeah,
sure he's going to know where Nico Harrison is sitting, and if he go out there, Luka has awoken. He has had 11 threes in these last 2 games. You know what I'm saying? And so I mean, hey, he
passing the
knows,
ball well too. I think
yeah, and
your shooting can go up and down, but
for
he
sure,
definitely
for
can.
sure, for sure. But
His
Luka's,
playmaking ability is
yeah,
just
Luka's being Luka. You know what I'm saying? And by the time they get to Dallas, and you can't say, "Oh, this is the motion he's gonna be." Man, please, Luka come from high pace or high level overseas games where the building is shaking. You feel what I'm saying? And the building is gonna be shaking when he drops a shot too. They're gonna be cheering for Luka the whole time. You feel what I'm saying? So, when he go out to Dallas, boy, it's gonna be
yeah.
ugly. It's
That's
gonna
a
be
weird
ugly.
one. That's gonna be a weird one.
It's gonna be ugly, man. Listen,
That's gonna
man.
be weird.
For the people that's watching right now, we appreciate y'all for sticking with us, man, for this hour and 20 minutes that we've been on talking to y'all, talking that good sports talk. You know what I mean? You know what me and Jordan do, man. We get busy, you understand me. So listen, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button where y'all at it so y'all can be up to date with all things under the lights. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, comment, do all of that. Share it, do everything. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all have a great week, man. We'll be back on here, you know what I'm saying, Friday. Oh, here go Donovan. Here go Donovan right here. Donovan just said something. Let me see. Here we go. It's what Donovan just said. Players are better skilled, but to each their own with the generation. MJ and Kareem are our GOATs, and you have yours. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, the thing is, the thing is, and like I hear you. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is like, and it's the same thing with any sport. Big D. I think we get into this thing where people from back then are scared to say that somebody is better. You know what I mean? And I think that in life, things just do get better. You know what I mean? It's like we be bugging out if we're acting like things do not get better with time. You know what I mean? Like with soccer, the best player I've ever seen is Messi. Someone's gonna say it was Pele. You know what I'm saying? But Pele was playing against, I'm not saying what Pele did because Pele was going up against, like, he was going through, the time where, what I'm saying, they weren't calling fouls on black people and all this stuff. Like, it was tough. Don't get me wrong now. Like, I don't want to act like that ain't tough. That is hard. You know what I'm saying? And he was doing his thing, but it's like the level of the level of each and every player from back then to now is dramatically better. Is dramatically better. Players are faster, strong, the tactics are better, everything. You know what I mean? And then so it's hard for me to be like, yo, someone back then was better than this person that is doing this when it's the best athletes now, the best tactics now, like everything is better now. And then he's doing this and doing things at a crazy, crazy, crazy level for 15 to 20 years. No one's done a 15 to 20 year period of like Messi. So how am I gonna put someone? How can you put that? Because someone had a great World Cup, Maradona, and had like 6, 7 seasons of good football. But somebody that's had a World Cup and had 20 years of football, how can this guy be better? It's just guys that are stuck in back in the day. And that's what I'm saying. There's no real, okay, let's have a real conversation about it. With MJ and Kareem, I mean, Big Mike can talk about that one because, I mean,
Competition matters, man. Competition matters, bro. That's like bro, listen, you couldn't tell me nothing about Jordan, bro. Nothing. I was MJ all day long. Nigga, when we was growing up, it was, I want to be like Mike. I didn't say that. I said, you want to be like us. And my friend, your name, man, you ain't Michael Jordan. We got the same name. Growing up, Jordan all day long. You feel me? But as you continue to watch basketball and see players come along, I didn't have no other players above Jordan until LeBron started doing his thing, when he was, going back and forth to the finals and things. I'm looking at I'm like, okay, he left here, they went there, and then when he left there, they went down the drain. And he left there, he go down the drain, he go here, they win the finals. It's like you got to put all that into perspective, and you got to put the talent level, the competitive nature, all of that, bro. You know what I mean? And you could talk about, oh, the big three Celtics back then, bro. I assure you, the big three Celtics is not the 2017-18 Warriors. It is not. 16, 17, or 17. It is not. Nowhere near. No, they will get ran out the gym. You feel me? The Showtime Lakers, they were great back in the 80s. They were great back then. They gonna get ran, bro. It's more skilled, more talented players, man. That's it. And all of that transition basketball they was doing, we doing that too. At a higher level. It's more skilled players, man. The players are just better, bro. That's just what it is. But I said, nostalgia is a bad pill. It's like they don't want to let it go. Once they swallow it, it doesn't dissolve. And it just sticks in their body, man.
You know what's crazy though? Is like, you didn't even, when you said you have LeBron, you're putting MJ and Kareem and those guys there still. My thing is, it's like making it seem like some of the guys that are doing it right now that has been in the league, like a Steph Curry, let's say, they can't be in it now. Like, why can't they be in a top 10? It just has to be all the guys in the 80s and 90s?
But you know what it is?
Adding Kobe and Shaq?
Look, the generation, it was different. Man, listen, they act like every time, like I said, fouling hard does not make you better. If you got to foul every time somebody go to the rim, first of all, let me put a little perspective on that real quick before we get up out of here. Niggas was not getting fouled every time they go to the rim. And I know they're not saying 100% of the time. I'm just saying it was a lot of times. You got niggas like Muggsy Bogues that was getting to the rim. Mark Price, Kevin Johnson. You feel what I'm saying? But LeBron James wouldn't make it. Oh, Steph Curry wouldn't be doing what he was doing. Who chasing him around then? Who's standing in front of that? Which one? I don't know any of them. I don't. You're not. It's just better, bro. The time is better. There's not a better generation to me or era than the 2000s and 2010s or whatever and more. It's just not. You know what I mean? Because of the players that you see that from the 2000s and 2010s and shit that was doing their thing, bro, they was not back then. There's a reason why people say we've never seen a guy like that before. We've never seen a guy like that before. Oh, man, we've never seen. No, them teams back then were great for their time. But shit happens and things get better and players and things get better, bro. And they, like I said, it's just nostalgia. It's nostalgia. And you got to take the aura out of it. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe we need to, you know what? We need to get Donovan on here, bro. We need to get Donovan on here.
I appreciate the shout out. I mean, the
shout out to Donovan, man. Yeah. But we gotta get Big Donovan on the show, man. We gotta get him on.
Definitely, we gotta get Big D on there. I know, especially where he can gloat about his Philadelphia Eagles because they won too. You know what I mean? Get him his praise.
We gonna agree on all that. We gonna agree on all of that. You know what? I might just sing the song before I go. I might just sing the song before I go. Oh, no, I ain't gonna make you listen to it. I ain't gonna make you listen to it. You know what I mean? Not this time. I'm not. You feel me? I'm thinking about it real quick. Let me quit, man. So listen, man. Like I said, appreciate y'all for watching, man. That's our show for the day, and we gone.